Hey, this is the Auburn Wonder bringing her second live stream because I didn't know how to save the first one. So obviously, learning new skills, also known as Aubwon. I'm today going to show you how to do a speed run, not of a dungeon, not of a trial, but speed crafting. This is my Templar. I don't like my Templar. The only thing I like about him is his name, Dr. Simon Tamriel. It's the only clever thing about him. So we're going to go do some crafting in Vivek, because I find that to be a faster place to craft than just about anywhere. I'm 20 seconds faster at Vivek than I am at Mournhold. So we're going to head there. I also want to give out a shout out to OG Cryptor for being my very first subscriber. I'm going to see if I can put that in chat. I have not been used to doing the multitasking thing like this. So learning new skills as an old dog. Kind of an old dog. Fairly old dog. Pretty old dog. Not quite Medicare old, darn close. There we go. Or following, subscribing. I gotta get used to all these distinctions. So here we are in Vivek. I'm gonna do the speed run first, see how it goes. I'm gonna set my timer so I can see if I can beat my last record. All right, on your mark, get set, go. And then after I'm done doing this speed run, I'm gonna do it with another character and do it slower and show you all the little tricks you can do to make it go faster, because if you've got a lot of characters you're crafting, you wanna make that as efficient as possible. And that means consistency. So OCD is your friend. If you're spending more than 2 minutes per character getting your crafting done, you're probably taking way too long at it. Alright. Moving on to the woodworking table. Whee! And picking up these guys. I do have my provisioning and my alchemy writs pre-done. I can show you a little bit more about that when I'm not in a rush. Finish this one first. Enchanting as always takes the longest because you gotta wait for the guy to talk. You gotta wait for the screen to appear so you can back out of it. I'm gonna use a little speed burst here for this final run. Ooh, it's close. I don't know if I can beat the record though. Nope, minute 44, same as my last run. My fastest was a minute 40. So, because I'm OCD, I'm going to look at all of these right away before I put this character away. So yeah, this is, I'm checking out what it's like to do streaming on Twitch. I'm thinking maybe I need a retirement vocation. So this is doing it the easy way for now, and then maybe I'll make it more fancy and add a webcam and all that good stuff. We'll see. Alright, gonna grab another character. She's my Dragon Knight. Drachenfrau. I actually stole that name from college. I was a double major in college on music performance and German literature. That'll get you far in life. And there was a really scary professor in the German department, and we called her Drachenfrau, or Dragon Lady. She scared all of us. She lived in a little, like, mud hut thing with her husband, and they raised wolf-sized dogs that were very impressive. German Shepherds, I seem to recall. Okay, so now I'm going to do the slower version of this, just to talk about what makes speed crafting possible. Getting all the alchemy writs done ahead of time and the provisioning writs done ahead of time are great. Make them in quantity, store them, they stack, and that way that's 2 tables you don't have to visit. Especially once you hit the max out your abilities on those, it's so much easier because it's never going to change. You can just make as many as you want and stack them up. So I like to craft in a specific order, and I like that order to be clothing, blacksmithing, woodworking for a reason, because, you know, OCD, do it the same way every time. What I like about starting at clothing is that there's only one category. It's all apparel. And then you also want to make sure under options that you have quests only set, because that way you don't have to go, you know, if you don't have that set, then you have to go through everything that you need separately at a time. I also used to take extra time to make it in whatever style I had the most materials in. And then I thought, screw that, who's got that much time? So now I just make everything in Breton. And then when I run out of molybdenum, I go buy some more, because it's not that expensive. And you can buy it from all these crafting people that are hanging around right there. See? Boom. 15 a pop. So after that, since I've got apparel set up, it's nice to go to blacksmithing, because under blacksmithing you always have 2 apparel to make and 1 weapon. So you can switch over to weapon here. And then when you go to woodworking, you're always going to have a weapon to make or more, but you don't necessarily always get apparel to make, because sometimes you get the 3 destro staff ones. This time I got the shield, which is the apparel one. Finish that. Whoop, bonus point for making the run up the 2x4. And now I'm picking up these. Like I said, I've already done the alchemy and this one. Again, I'm OCD, so I like to have all my stacks be roughly the same size. So when I make them, if I'm going to make poisons, I'm going to make 3 of them, because you get 16 poisons for every one once you get your passives up. And if you make 4 of the essences, you get 48 of them, so I get 48 either way. And that way you can see here the ones that are used for my writs are the same thing, except I'm almost out of damage magicka. Wonder what happened there. Probably used some. Anyway, now I'm going to make jewelry. It's also nice to use that craft multiple things. Every button press takes another half a second. Who's got that kind of time? You don't want to spend your day crafting. You want to kill shit. Fun things. And the other thing is to back out of stuff. Oh man, yeah. You don't really want to back out by hitting that B button, because then you have to go through a couple screens. Then you end up always accidentally doing whatever's on your B button. Yeah. You just want to hit that start button and get all the way out of all your menus all at once. And then it's pretty much just run here. I have friends who craft at Somerset. I think that's probably a pretty fast area. It just seems so far away from everything else. I like Vivek because there's a bank nearby, and a lot of times you get stuff that you might want to put in your guild bank, or maybe sell some stuff, things like that. Things that you can't do with your the banker that you can bring out. So it's nice to be able to access the bank right here. It's also reasonably close to the Way Shrine. and the impresario when there's an event going on. The only downside is that the house is a little bit of a run because it's in that building, so you have to come out and do all the turns, blah, blah, blah. But I still like being here better than Mournhold. All right, so that was speed crafting. I think I have this channel set to save this video now, so if any of you happen to come across it after it's been live, let me know you've been here. I want to see if I like doing this well enough to spend some more time and energy doing it. OG, thanks for being here again, and I look forward to getting some advice for you on running some Twitch streams and being able to, I need to learn how to multi-process in my own brain. That's it from Aubwon. We'll catch you another time.